Social Security Basics. Since its establishment in 1935, Social Security, formerly called the Old Age, Survivors, and Disability Insurance, OASDI, program, has evolved into a social benefits program that provides monthly income payments to covered workers, and/or their families, in 3 situations. Upon retiring, as early as age 62. If they become totally disabled. If they die while supporting eligible dependents, in which case payments are made to the dependents. This lesson explains how a worker earns and becomes eligible for OASDI benefits. How Social Security benefits are earned. The OASDI benefits earned by workers depend on how much they paid into Social Security over their working years. Social Security benefits are funded through a payroll tax called the FICA tax, which is allocated between OASDI and Medicare. Workers and their employers split the FICA tax 50-50, while self-employed individuals pay the full tax. Taxable wage base. The amount of annual income subject to the OASDI portion of the FICA tax is known as the taxable wage base, $147,000 in 2022. Annual earnings that exceed the taxable wage base are not subject to OASDI taxes. Note, there is no earnings cap on the Medicare portion of the FICA tax. Quarters of coverage. A worker's eligibility for OASDI benefits is based on the number of quarters of coverage, QCs, also called credits, he or she has earned. In 2022, a worker is credited with 1 QC for each $1,510 of earnings taxed. Up to 4 QCs can be earned in a calendar year. It is not necessary to work a full calendar year to earn 4 QCs. In 2022, for example, a worker earns 4 credits as soon as he or she pays FICA taxes on $6,040 in wages, that is 4 times $1,510. Key point. Because it is intended only to be a social safety net, OASDI benefits are capped at maximum limits regardless of a worker's lifetime earnings. Accordingly, there is a corresponding cap on the amount of wages that are subject to the OASDI portion of the FICA tax. Social Security benefit eligibility. A worker's eligibility for Social Security benefits is determined by his or her insured status, which is based on the number of quarters of coverage earned. As they work and earn QCs, workers first become currently insured, then fully insured. Eventually they become permanently insured. Currently insured status. Workers who are currently insured qualify for survivor benefits only. That is, their surviving dependents are eligible for certain benefits upon a worker's death. To be considered currently insured, a worker must have at least 6 QCs in the 13-quarter period before he or she dies. Fully insured status. Being fully insured entitles a worker to full OASDI benefit coverage, including disability benefits, after meeting disability qualification requirements, survivor benefits, and retirement benefits, beginning as early as age 62. To be considered fully insured, a worker must have at least 1 QC for each calendar year between age 21 and one of the following. The year before dying, if applying for Social Security survivor benefits. The year before becoming disabled, if applying for Social Security disability benefits. The year before attaining age 62, if applying for Social Security retirement benefits. Permanently insured status. A worker is considered permanently insured once he or she has earned 40 quarters of coverage. At that point, it is no longer necessary to continue earning at least 1 QC per calendar year to remain fully insured. Practically speaking, this means it is possible for a worker to become permanently insured after 10 years of full-time employment, that is 40 quarters. Determining benefit amounts. Social Security is a pay-as-you-go program, which means a worker's FICA contributions are paying for the benefits of current OASDI beneficiaries. Still, a worker's FICA tax contributions directly determine his or her future benefit amounts. The exact amount of an individual's Social Security OASDI benefit is determined through a calculation that begins by determining the worker's average indexed monthly earnings, AIME. This is the average of a worker's lifetime earnings on which FICA taxes were imposed. To these averaged earnings, A formula is applied that yields the worker's primary insurance amount, or PIA. All OASDI benefit amounts are based off this number. Key point. The PIA is the amount of retirement benefit the worker will receive when he or she reaches full retirement age, FRA, and it is the starting point for determining all other Social Security benefits. For your review, OASDI benefit amounts depend on how much and how long a worker has paid FICA taxes into Social Security over his or her working years. Employees and employers split the FICA tax 50-50, while self-employed individuals pay the full tax. As they pay FICA taxes, workers earn quarters of coverage, or QCs, also called credits, which determines their eligibility for OASDI benefits. The OASDI portion of the FICA tax is capped at a certain annual income level, which means that the maximum OASDI benefit amount is capped as well. Workers who are currently insured are eligible for survivor death benefits. To be considered currently insured, a worker must have 6 QCs in the 13-quarter period before death. To be considered fully insured and eligible for all OASDI benefits, a worker must have 1 QC for every year since turning 21 up to the year the worker dies, becomes disabled, or retires. Being permanently insured requires 40 quarters of coverage and entitles a worker to all OASDI benefits even if he or she stops working. The PIA is the amount of the retirement benefit the worker will receive when he or she reaches full retirement age. It is the starting point for determining all other Social Security benefits. Please pause.
Enacted in 1935, Social Security was intended to serve only as a social safety net, intended only to provide a minimum floor of retirement protection for retirees. Since then, the role of Social Security has grown not only in the coverages it provides, but also on the reliance people have come to place on it for providing their security needs. Now, that brings up a lot of opportunity for you as a producer to work with your customers and make sure they understand that Social Security may not provide all that they are going to need in retirement. Let's take a moment and just talk about how it is a person earns Social Security benefits, because that's an area that can be a little bit confusing, and I think if you understand this key point, it'll help you understand some of the more important details of this particular lesson. People earn the rights to Social Security benefits by working and contributing into the system through the FICA tax, FICA tax. As they work and pay taxes, workers accrue what we call quarters of coverage, or QCs, which earn them the right to Social Security benefits. In the process of earning the right to Social Security benefits, workers go through 2 stages. First, they become currently insured. If you are currently insured with Social Security, you've earned the right to Social Security death benefits. More accurately, your survivors have earned the right to Social Security death benefits in the event of the worker's death. To qualify for Social Security death benefits, to be currently insured, a worker needs to accrue 6 quarters of coverage in the 13-quarter period prior to death. So, qualifying for the Social Security death benefit is a fairly easy process. You work for about 3 years, contribute into the system, and you've at least earned the right to have a death benefit for your survivors. To be eligible for Social Security disability and retirement benefits requires considerably more effort. And to qualify for those, you need to be fully insured. To be fully insured with Social Security, and thus eligible for Social Security disability and Social Security retirement benefits, a worker needs to accrue 40 quarters of coverage. And effectively, what that means is they need to work for 10 years, since you can accrue up to 4 quarters of coverage in a year, in order to be eligible for those. So make sure you understand the distinction between currently insured, thus eligible for Social Security death benefits, and fully insured, which now allows you the right to expect Social Security disability and retirement benefits. If you understand how those rights are earned, everything else should fall into place.
Okay, everybody, here come the 4 questions at the end of each lesson. For Social Security purposes, Brian is currently considered insured, while Samantha is fully insured. Brian is more eligible for Social Security benefits than Samantha. Brian's family will not be entitled to survivor benefits if he dies. Samantha is eligible for more Social Security benefits than Brian. How do you know any of this? I have no idea. I'm guessing on this. I have no clue. A currently insured worker is eligible for which of the following Social Security benefits? A currently insured worker. I'm going to say all of them. All right, eligible for OSDI benefits is determined on the basis of the worker's age, number of quarters of coverage the worker has earned. Let's put that one down. Could be age, too. A worker with which status is not eligible for all Social Security benefits. A worker with which status is not eligible for all Social Security benefits. That's the one up above. Up above, you're not entitled to. Brian is more eligible for Social than Samantha. Okay, that might be correct. Let's see how we did. Nope, I still got that wrong. Samantha is eligible for more Social Security benefits because she is fully insured. Okay. All right, super confusing. Okay, this one here, did I get anything right? Half of them right. Okay. All right. To be eligible for Social Security, disability, and retirement, a worker must be fully insured. So, a current insured worker is eligible for survivor death benefits only. All right. I got this right. The number of quarter of coverage the worker has earned is based on the how the eligibility for OSDI benefits are determined. Total guess on that, by the way. A worker who is currently insured is not eligible for all Social Security benefits. Beginning as early as 62, you can start getting your retirement benefits. Okay, so thank you everybody for watching, whoever stayed till the end. The next one we're going to talk about is qualified plans. I guess for Social Security. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for subscribing.